everyone and welcome back. Today we are talking about the Meg 2 The Trench. Finally, I'm here. What took me so long? I have a lot of movies to review. I have a lot to catch up on, so let's not waste any more time and power through it. In summary, for those who haven't seen it, the Meg 2 is two different movies. Why am I holding up four fingers? Two fingers. It is two different movies. The first two acts of this film are just walking around on the seafloor of the trench, exploring the trench and all sorts of dangerous marine life, while there's all these subplots about like corporate espionage and hostages, and they set up an antagonist like this film needs one. I don't know why they felt it was necessary. Imagine for a moment in the movie Jaws there was an actual antagonist and the shark was just kinda there in the background on the sidelines. That's what the first two acts of this movie are. Because it's not about the megalodons, it's about this corporate greed that's going on, about how they can monetize the trench. The trench stuff, it's not so bad that it's good, and I don't want to say that it's boring either. It's more just lackluster. There's nothing new being brought to the table here. The film has all sorts of little issues, like it's got some dodgy ADR and the editing could be a little bit choppy at times. But the third act is everything that you came to see. It's exactly what you want. It was exactly what I wanted, which was the dumbest, most balls to the wall insane thing I could possibly dream of. They gave me that. But I have to review this as a whole, and there's two acts that are just not doing it for me. One big thing I noticed that was different from the first film is the lack of fear. I think it has a couple of jump scares or two, but it's not a scary film. It doesn't have any of the anxiety that comes with being in the water with a massive F-off shark. It's like, yeah, you've seen this and it's not intimidating, so we're just not gonna worry about trying to create any suspense. The real fix for this movie was to make the entire movie the third act of the film, or at least the last 20-30 minutes. I couldn't care less about the trench, and I'm someone that's like investing way more than a normal person would into dumb shark movies. I thought the visual effects were quite nice. The sharks look a little bit more like great white sharks rather than the prehistoric type of shark that they had in the first film. Although the VFX might just be good in my mind because I've watched that many horrendously garbage shark movies and I don't realize what's good and bad anymore. So the first two acts aren't great, but I'm telling you, this third act, for me, it was so good that it was worth the price of admission. I probably won't watch it again. If I do, I will just be skipping to the third act of the film. That's where the entire sequel is. It's there. For a one-time watch, it was worth pushing through to the climax that we got. Like, does anybody care if I start spoiling the Meg 2? Does anybody really care? Alright, I just want to give away the villain's death in this film. Is that too much? Probably. Do you want to know? Statham's on a jetty fighting the villain of the film and sees the Meg coming at them from a distance and decides to pull a tactical death where he kicks the guy off the jetty into the shark's mouth like a team kill, double takedown, Batman Arkham style, and says the stinger, "See ya, chum." It was awesome. It was exactly what I wanted. It is exactly what I wanted. Everything else was what the hell, but that was great. I can't get enough of Statham, you know, it's a megalodon. Guys, while the first two acts of this film might be a bit of a slog to get through, I do think the climax is worth seeing at least once. For me, the Meg 2 is gonna get a 10 out of 10. I had a good time watching this. I know the first half is just not there, but I had a great time. So the Meg 2, have you guys seen it? What did you think? Tell me down below, I want to know. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. If we reach 1,000 subs, I will pull apart this entire shelf. I'll just pull it over. I'll just kill myself. I'll die in an avalanche of movies for your entertainment. As always, guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, you're a bloody legend, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.